Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Kylie Veil channel. Thanks for liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and sharing the channel. You know, it's said that Americans need to party more. I guess it's on the decline now, being that everybody has this sophisticated, busy life. Because you got to remember, the average person can't support themselves, so they're working 2 or 3 jobs, multiple incomes needed, just for one person to rent a 1 or 2 bedroom unit, which a lot of people can't do. A lot of people don't have that work ethic, or they just can't find meaningful work. But in this article, according to Ellen Cushing, I don't know who that is, but it's the person that wrote the article from the Atlantic. But many Americans are alone, friendless, isolated, undersexed, sick of online dating, and glued to their couches, transfixed by their phones, their mouths starting to close over from lack of use, meaning there's not a lot of person to person contact besides colleagues, even if they even go to the office, because a lot of people are working from home now and they're refusing to go back to office, and they're also losing their jobs as well. It just sucks. Everything just sucks now. The time we spend socializing in person has plummeted in the past decade. Yeah, it has. And anxiety and hopelessness have took place. America is in a party deficit. Only 4.1% of Americans attended or hosted a social event on an average weekend or holiday in 2023. Wow. And out of 365 days out of the year, you only attended 1 or 2 events, or maybe hosted, which you probably went to an event more than you'll probably go to an event rather than hosting one. Like, it's hard for even people to do that. Because you have to plan everything, you know, crazy. On to the next paragraph. Polling from that year shows that although 84% of Americans enjoy birthday parties, so people do enjoy going out, they just don't find the time for it, or they don't find it as meaningful. Only 59% had attended one in the past year, and in a poll from another year, only 28% of respondents said they would probably or definitely throw a party for their next birthday. This is what a group psychologist will call diffusion of responsibility, and what I would call a major bummer. Wow. Everyone wants to attend parties. Everybody wants to socialize. Everybody wants to have a good time, but no one wants to throw them because it takes planning and effort to do that. I mean, some people like to plan parties. You have professional planners. There's people that get paid to plan events. So if you don't want to do it yourself, you could always pay a planner to actually do it. It saves time, but it's going to cost more money. You just have to buy the food and the supplies. And a lot of people are just self-isolating because they don't want to deal with other people and they bullshit. Because it just seems like as partying's on the decline, it's more toxicity out there too. That's crazy. So we are obligated to create the social world we want to live in. Intimacy, togetherness, the opposite of the crushing loneliness so many people seem to feel, are what parties alchemize. Wow. Warm rooms on cold nights, so many people you love thumbtacked down in the same place. The musical clank of bottles in the recycling, someone staying up too late, help with the dishes, but all these things require work and effort. But this year, to throw 2 parties, 2 because 2 feels manageable. And chain letter math dictates that if every party has at least 10 guests, anything less is not a party. Then what is it then? A kickback? And everyone observes host guest reciprocity. Anything else is sociopathic. Wow. That's crazy. Then everyone gets 20 party invitations a year, and then only 7 people show up. So it's not your fault everybody flaked, right? And see, that's another thing. A lot of people are infamous for flaking on events now. They say they're coming, and then they won't come. They'll make up some bullshit excuse to excuse themselves out of it, when really they just didn't feel like going in the first place. Most people aren't that busy. They just found something else better to do. Bear in mind that parties can be whatever you want. Oh, can they? A 15-person Super Bowl party, a casual picnic in the park with 20 of your pals, an overfull house party. All you have to do is invite people, even if they don't show up. So you bought all this extra food and everything to waste because you thought you were going to have everybody, you thought you were going to use up all the food and supplies that you bought. So you wasted all that money at Costco loading up that orange flatbed. And the thing about house parties now is, depending on where you live at, let's say you live in Oakland, you're not going to want to throw a house party in Oakland, not unless you live up in the hills and you have a large gate to your estates. Other than that, your house is going to get shot up. You don't host house parties in Oakland. But yeah, that's how that goes. It's like the way things are going now, people are more selfish now. People want to save money because they don't have much now. Whatever job you had now, you would be able to feed a whole family 10 or 15 years ago versus now. That same income is only enough for yourself. So people live far away. So people don't want to sit in traffic. People don't want to waste gas. So it's just a lot of reasons. It's just like, think about it. Let's say you went out to the club. You're probably not going to find that meaningful. But yet there's people 40 and up still going to the club. I'm like, for what? You waiting outside in the line. Everybody knows you're broke because you have to wait in line to get inside. Deal with the asshole bouncer. It's like when it comes to family, let's say you went to social events with your family. You get to meet your relatives, colleagues, and everything. That's a way to keep the chain going, to meeting new people, you know? Anniversaries, baby showers. There's all kind of events you could attend. But it all depends on you and what type of people you want to be around too as well. It could be people you went to college with, anything. But yeah, so I found this article real interesting though. But the partying definitely is on a decline, especially as people age. Because see, as you age, you lose friends because people focus on their own responsibilities and families. People are having babies. All it takes is kids and people are just shift the focus on that. But then that's a poor excuse to leave everybody from your past in behind in the rear because you started your own family, your own lineage. That's a poor excuse. It's called multitasking. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this article. This is Kyle Laveo. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Happy Friday and have a good weekend. Oh, and catch me over there on Instagram as well. We have Hot Import Nights coming up on the 1st in LA. That's going to be a blast. I'll catch you guys. Peace.